Broadcasting live from the Treetop Village on the plain of Dominaria, it is TapTapConcede. Hello, everybody. Welcome to TapTapConcede. My name is Wheeler. Joining me, I have a Kathleen.
Hello.
I have a Cameron.
Huh?
I have a James on tech. And I have a couple of people to thank, including you and your support over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. It's because of all of you, there's all of this. And by all of this, I mean the sounds that I am making. And the packs. Well, actually, not even the packs. I mean, you can get packs within the United States. Maybe you want to get cards from the packs we open. Or the packs that we are about to open in the United States. CardKingdom.com. Use that link and say a button please in the comments, notes. And while supplies last, you got a small button that says something funny, cool, or cute. Like, haha, Voja.
I think we might have rejected that one if it come up in the Slack.
I don't know. I think haha, comma, Voja would go hard at Commander Night. Yeah, that's
yeah. I mean, it made me laugh.
Yeah, there you go. Honestly, most of the bits I make are just to make you two or Ian laugh. Oh. If I can get that, then I know that I've got gold on my hands.
There are some people who are more generous with their laughter than others.
Right, James?
Hee hee hoo hoo.
Exactly. Also, Dragon Shield. Go to dragonshield.com and use the code LRRMTG5. And when you do that, you'll get 5% off your order from Dragon Shield. And it helps us out quite a bit because it tells them that we sent you over there to get Dragon Shields to put on your cards because you're a Magic player and you should have some self-respect. So you should use the best sleeves there are. Dragon Shields. I use them. Why don't you? You jerk. Okay, well, today on TapTapConcede, today, this is how you get people to buy things in 2025.
Show some self-respect.
Yeah,
geez, disgusting
you
dogs.
Filthy animal.
You do you, chat.
Yeah, but if they keep doing themselves, then they're just going to keep making the poor decisions. Instead, they should listen to me, Ben, and buy black Dragon Shield Classic sleeves.
Oh.
And have some self-respect. Anyway, speaking of self-respect, we're going to open packs of Magic cards on camera. This is going to be a Crack-A-Pack, a super Crack-A-Pack. Is there branding for when we crack 3 packs, James?
Crack-A-Palooza.
Is this Crack-A-Palooza?
I mean, nobody said no. I think that's the first time it's ever been suggested or said out loud.
Welcome, everybody, to Crack-A-Palooza, where we are each going to open a package of Magic the Gathering cards. We are going to go through the packs. We're going to talk about the cards in the packs, any experiences we have with the cards, fond memories, maybe discuss the art. So if you're in a position where you can open up Scryfall, say on your phone while driving and listening to this podcast, or on your main monitor at work, wherever is the most responsible, you can follow along with us. This is a fun thing to do, and we don't want to talk about more universes beyond. Okay, we have 3 packs here, and we've kind of designated 1 pack per person. We are going to go in chronological order, starting with me with the oldest pack that we have on the docket, 10th edition.
Ooh, when did that come out?
It's got to be 2008.
Do they not want to hide?
It's 2007.
2007.
All right,
Holy
so
smokes.
pre Kathleen playing Magic for sure.
Yep. This was in my break. I took a short break where I skipped 9th edition and 10th edition. Some other sets too. But a lot of bangers in 10th edition here.
It's got Quirion Dryad on the packaging.
Right. This is how you get somebody to buy a pack of cards. You put a Magic card that you look at and you go, damn, I could have a 2-mana 10/10.
Yeah.
That's so big.
Who gave us this pack?
This is from Martin or Morton. That is not a letter in the English language.
Oh no.
Maybe. Well, actually, this was from Magicon Amsterdam. Might not be an English name.
Ah.
I want to say it's Morton. Does that look like Morton?
Yes.
Morton.
I'm going to say Morton. Morton, if you're Martin, let us know. And Martin, if you're not Morton, then also let us know. Thank you so much for gifting us this pack of 10th edition. Magicon Amsterdam. Great Magicon.
Oh yeah,
I
real
had
banger.
I had so much gelato and got so jealous of all the artwork that you have available in there.
Yeah. I got to spend more time in the Rijksmuseum. And yeah, great coffee. Nice place.
Yeah.
Nice place you got there.
Nice place you got here. So 10th edition, it is a core set, exclusively reprints, but also the first core set where there are no longer white bordered cards.
Oh,
They're entirely black bordered cards. So starting things off, we have some commons. We have Boomerang, originally printed in Legends. For blue, you get an instant that says return target permanent to its owner's hand. And I believe it is showing a wyvern of some sort getting captured or teleported. Early Jamuran hunters devised a weapon that would return to its source. Telerian Aethermancers developed a spell that skipped that weapon entirely. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, hits lands. I guess this is the advantage over unsummon. And
yeah,
Yeah, this card's brutal.
Yeah.
because you could get somebody's combo piece in the middle of them doing something.
You could bounce their combo piece. You could bounce their creature. You could do what Cameron said is there was actually a deck in this era called Magnivore that was built around Magnivore.
No kidding. Not
but it
clever
was-
name then.
Yes, but it was like a land destruction deck where you would use cards like Boomerang and Eye of Nowhere, which is Boomerang but sorcery, and Stone Rain and Molten Rain when it was legal. And it's just, imagine you're on the play or imagine you're on the draw, because it's better if you're the one suffering, and you play a tap land. And you pass, and your opponent goes second land, Boomerang your tap land. Then you untap and you play your tap land. And then they untap and go Stone Rain.
This sounds deeply unfun.
Yep. Magic the Gathering.
Move to discard.
Moving to the next card, Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves. Originally from Alpha. 1 green for a 1/1 elf druid that taps to add a green to your mana pool.
Which is one of the all-time greats.
Yep. Most recently seen in Foundations.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it's
still being reprinted.
Are you, now, not even just on power level, but I think it's always an interesting question. Are you two Birds of Paradise enjoyers or Llanowar Elf enjoyers?
I mean, when I can get a Birds of Paradise, I like a Birds of Paradise, you know, but most of the time you're sleeving up Llanowar Elves.
I feel like
If you're
elves
lucky.
are have more relevant creature type stuff going on.
This is the tension. You can either get one that adds any color and just flies,
Yeah.
which is very funny to give your bird like a sword of X and Y, or you can get an elf that
Right.
also just attacks.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it matters if you're playing in a format that has, what was the little bug symbiote?
Wirewood Symbiote.
Wirewood symbiote.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. If Azuri's floating around.
Yes. I think also at this point in time, because they had Birds of Paradise in 8th edition and maybe 9th edition at the time. But importantly, Birds of Paradise was in Ravnica City of Guilds, which
Right.
was big news, but also meant that it was in standard at the time, or type 2, as they would say. And so you got the Llanowar Elves instead. Oh, yeah.
Poggers.
We have Severed Legion, I believe originally printed in Onslaught. 1 black for a 2/2 zombie with fear. For those of you that don't have to take ibuprofen for your back, fear is a keyword that dates back to, well, technically it dates back to Alpha. There's a card called Fear
Right.
that provides this benefit, but it was introduced as this keyword in Onslaught that says this creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or black creatures.
Right. Right. I mean, yeah, same constraint as terror.
Yes. Yep. But the thing about this is that you can only really print it on black creatures. Except they printed it on a non-black creature, on an artifact creature in Darksteel called Arcbound Fiend, and that's that good-ish. Like,
Right.
you're just like, oh, yeah, this has fear because this monster is terrifying. Like, it's effectively a giant mechanical squid that is, like,
Right.
consuming all, well, I guess not organic matter because it's on Mirrodin, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter.
Yeah. Whatever I'm made of, if it's eating it, that's pretty scary.
Yeah. They turned fear into intimidate in Zendikar block, which was this color, the color of the creature and artifact creatures, but that was also bad. And then they turned it into menace, which is just a
an
home
elegant
run
mechanic.
So dope. Menace is so dope.
Yep.
We have lightning elemental.
Ooh.
I think first printed in Tempest. 3 and a red for a 4/1 elemental with haste.
Just fixed ball lightning is
William Knox.
mortality.
Mortality.
Oh, when they're still printing open source or no, not open source. That's code. Public domain
Yeah,
works.
they said no to the Bible quotes, but they can still pull from,
Like classic literature.
yes.
As somebody who sometimes gets to write these things, I'm glad that, like, no, we need original text now.
Yeah, like, it's, on one hand, it is kind of cool to be like, damn, it's a Moby Dick passage on a giant octopus.
Right.
But also, it's nice to get the flavor of, like, local fishermen hate these waters because of this reason, and they're actually happy to see the giant octopus. And you're like, damn, these waters must be treacherous if the giant octopus is the least of their worries. And then, bam, world building right there.
Also, like,
yeah, ooh, now I'm
is-
curious.
do they have Moby Dick on Innistrad?
I got it. I mean, it's one of the great American novels.
Yeah,
they've got it.
Yeah, they've got to have it.
Come through an omen path on the back of a Ravnican book merchant.
Yeah, yeah. In Innistrad, people just shipping Queequeg and Ishmael.
Just
Get it open. They're like, man, what is this? This is like the tamest romance I've ever read. Like, they're like not into it. They're like, we've read whaling stories and way hornier stories. Like,
an Omen Path poops out a novel. It slams to the ground. A student of the former Strixhaven Academy or whatever picks up the book and goes, Blood Meridian. Proceeds to become the most insufferable person in their dorm.
But it's good. The problem is Blood Meridian is very,
Yeah,
very
that's.
good.
I mean, honestly, yes, that's the problem. It's good and like.
also, they're not going to become the most insufferable person in their dorm unless they pick up the book and go, The Infinite Jest.
Yeah, no, God. They take the tattered banner from their house and tie it into a bandana.
We should talk about Magic.
Yes, we should. Well, I mean, the nice thing about the TapTapConcedes, where it's not about news, more about format management. Like, I don't know. I like Scryfall Roulette because it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Magic is like kind of important, but I guess we could talk about Youthful Knight, 1 and a black for a 2/1 first striker. I think this one's not from Portal. I think this one's also from Tempest. It's got some Rebecca Gay art here.
Yeah, this feels like this feels like Tempest.
Yeah. Idealism fits him better than his armor.
Banger.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
great.
Yeah, that's
Very elegant, in, out, done.
Yeah, and you know what? It tells you something about this creature. It reinforces the name of the thing, you know? He's only a 2/1. Like, it's really nice. Like,
short and sweet, not too not punny, not too like, God, I'm so smart as I'm writing this. It's just like you read and you're like, wow. Yep.
it's a little like it really like fits with the art and tone of the card. A+.
This card's also pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, just cheap for strikers, real annoying. Although, can't really attack into the Canopy Spider, which again I think is from Tempest. 1 and a green for a 1/3 spider with reach.
Classic spider.
Yeah, it keeps the upper reaches of the forest free of every menace. except for the spider itself.
Yeah,
The symbol of its
blocks your
church.
Vulcan turns, blocks your drakes.
Yeah, blocks Windrake, which is huge, and Suntail Hawk, which I think both those are actually in this core set. I missed core sets. I mean, Foundations is great. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about like just how bare bones core set magic is that
Real nuts and bolts magic.
yeah, I think it does a lot to teach people just like math, like the combat math and the texture of like the battlefield. And you kind of lose that when everything has additional abilities, right? Not to be too much of a boomer. I'll be a little bit of a boomer, though. We have a card from Weatherlight originally, Sage Owl. 1 and a blue for a 1/1 flying bird. Then when it comes into play, you look at the top 4 cards of your library and you put them back in any order.
Good old Scoop Owl.
Yeah, you know you're dead.
Yep. Sage Owl. Game
Just
2.
This is a card where they did a banger of an upgrade to it when they printed Augury Owl, which was like a 2-mana 1/1 flying bird that was just an owl in a core set. When it ETB'd at Scryed 3 or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's dope. But Sage Owl, yeah, it's...
You've kept a 2-lander. Look at the top 4.
That's it.
Yep.
Game 2.
Game 2.
Goblin Sky Raider. 2 and a red for a 1/2 Goblin Warrior with flying. I believe this was originally in Onslaught as well. We had a previous card in Onslaught. I'm not going to peek. But this is a functional reprint of Bird Maiden from Arabian Nights.
Right. Yeah, with the art by
Kaya Folio.
yeah, Kaya Folio. Yeah.
Yeah. It but obviously a goblin for typo synergies. The goblin word for flying is more accurately translated as falling slowly.
Some classic goblin goofy flavor text. Goblins were allowed to be silly.
I kind of like it because it's silly, but also it feels true to life in a way. Like you encounter instances of that in the real world where it's like, you know, you could say this is the word for flying in French, but it more directly or German especially, as someone that collects a bunch of German cards, and it's like that's the word you would use in place of this, but it more directly translates to like, you know, keeping afloat or whatever.
Right.
And so
Not on ground.
yeah, it's there's a little restraint in that it's not like the goblin word for flying is more accurately translated to I'm a huge dumbass that's about to slam into the earth. Aha.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angelic Blessing. 2 and a white for a sorcery. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. I think originally from Portal. Only the warrior who can admit mortal weakness will be bolstered by immortal strength.
Love the I really enjoy the art here with the angel holding this dude aloft. Love to put this on a youthful knight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're pushing damage with this one.
Yeah. Curve youthful knight into this.
Take 5. Yeah, this is I like this art a lot.
I mean, what if they attack you with a Sarah Angel? Oh, wait, this is sorcery. Never mind.
Yeah, the unfortunate part about this card being from a Portal set means that it was originally printed as a sorcery. Maybe it was from Weatherlight, or Portal and Weatherlight, one of the two. The next card is Stun from Tempest. 1 and a red for an instant. Target creature can't block this turn. Draw a card featuring Gerard of the Weatherlight kicking
A
merfolk.
merfolk in the head.
This is like a Thalicos merfolk.
Huh.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Very funny when you have a card that has a name that later on in the game's life they've introduced that name as a mechanic,
Right.
And so it no longer like it doesn't do. If you told a new player like there's a card called Stun, what do you
Right.
think it does?
They would be like, oh, 1 and a blue, tap target,
Yeah.
put a stun
Stun counter.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
this card's pretty good though. Like, honestly, target creature can't block and draw a card. Like, imagine this in a draft environment where cards like Kiln Fiend and all those kind of adjacent kind of pingers exist. Like, this card would go ham in Foundations.
Right.
Just like, your thing can't block, ping you with Firebrand Archer, and this other goblin gets bigger or whatever. And
it cycles. I feel like they might. I feel like they might print it for 1 mana if they were going to print this now.
yeah, I could see that. Like
A 1 mana uncommon.
one mana can't block. 1 mana can't block. Draw a card is so good.
So print it on uncommon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got Goblin Lore as the next card.
Even Windows is excited.
Yeah.
Windows
I
is so
don't-
stoked.
I don't. So for what it's worth, I don't think the audience is hearing that, but I don't know why it's coming out so loud through the speaker. So
It's pretty loud.
apologies. I'll make Paul fix it later.
Goblin Lore is 1 in red for a sorcery, I believe, originally from Portal Second Age. You draw 4 cards and then discard 3 cards at random. This is a card that saw some niche modern play when it was played in Hollow One because of its introduction to 10th edition. I think it still shows up occasionally in the Hollow One decks, but they have an easier time discarding cards for better value. And then was functionally reprinted in Portal 3 Kingdoms as Control the Court. That's my Goblin lore for you. Now listen closely, my young gob. There are many ways to eat pimple bugs, but I say the best way is all smashed together between 2 slug chips. Is that really lore? Or is that... I mean, it's a recipe, kind of.
I mean, it's letting us know goblins are weird and gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I feel this is just more like goblin facts. I think
Goblin Facts. Subscribe to Goblin Facts. Creeping Mold, originally from Weatherlight. 2 green for a sorcery. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or land. Mold crept over the walls and into every crevice until the gleaming white stone strained and burst.
Cool.
Yeah. This art is beautiful. It's not... I'm not here to create beef with Gary Ruddle and to talk about the technical side of this in terms of art, but like I remember opening, because it has the same artwork in 8th edition as it does here. And I remember opening a pack foil of that card, and just like that green pops and the white kind of glimmers. It's nice.
Ooh, right.
They really hated lands, huh? Guerrilla Tactics, originally in Alliances. 1 in a red for an instant. Guerrilla Tactics deals 2 damage to target creature or player, or added to any target. And whenever a spell or ability an opponent controls this causes you to discard Guerrilla Tactics. Guerrilla Tactics deals 4 damage to target creature or player.
An opponent controls.
Yeah, I know.
Was hand attack common?
No. I mean, it was when this was initially printed.
Okay.
But when it got reprinted, there weren't... I mean, people played... I guess I shouldn't say no. People played like Ravenous Rats or Shrieking Grotesque from Guild Pact and niche instances of hand attack and like Time Spiral block, but not like if I'm against a red player, I'm not hand attacking them, you know?
So
Right.
I just played a game of Commander like earlier this week where one of the opposing commanders was Dr. Eggman, and it is the villainous choice of you can discard a card at every turn. And if I had known this card existed and been playing a deck that allowed me to play it, it would have been so good against Kuro ones. But I don't know. Seems fine. I bet you could use it in a niche way now.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's a card I've thought about for Canadian Highlander just because like the gotcha potential is so funny.
Yeah.
And also like this was the kind of card that was like an F&M killer. Like you'd bring in you'd have 4 copies for your like red deck or whatever
In the
for F&M.
sideboard.
Yeah, because you knew there was one person there that's on like a discard deck and you're like, "Oh, I hate losing to them. I'm not losing to them." Ooh. From Alpha,
Ooh.
our rare Royal Assassin.
Hey.
Oh.
One black for a human assassin that is a 1/1 that says tap, destroy target tapped creature. This card is not okay.
This card is still a banger.
Yeah, this card, if you have a black deck that in Commander and you want to just play some weirdo cheap utility creature, play this card and just watch how the game might grind to a halt. Actually, don't do that. Don't play this card in Commander. It's going to slow things down. This card is nuts.
Yeah. A great card for a core set, though, because it teaches you how the game works.
Yes, yeah. It's
Right? Declare blocks, tap this thing.
it's just and it's a 3-mana 1/1. It's not like you can't deal with it. You just guerrilla tactics it. You know, you
Yeah.
just deal with it.
Unless you put like a Swiftfoot boots on it or something.
Yeah, exactly. This card, love a Royal Assassin. And then our basic land in the pack is Plains by Richard Wright, and I believe it is a Plains from Ravnica.
No fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's a tips and tricks parts of the turn.
Oh,
Something about promo cards. Great. Well, that was 10th edition.
that was great.
That was a lot of fun. Shall we move on to Ravnica? Return to Ravnica?
Yes.
Kathleen?
This one also has a note. This is for Crack-A-Pack with love and good draws, selected using Graham's method in episode 1 of Friday Nights. Hester Bird and Kamina.
Kamina's duck?
Kamina Juck? I don't think that's an S.
Yuck.
Luck? What letter is that? You've written your name in a lovely way.
I think that's Kamina Duck.
Kamina Duck.
Yeah. Kamina Duck.
All right. Well, Heather and Kamina, this is, I hope that your portents come true. Return to Ravnica, of course, is from 2012.
Yeah.
So I was playing Magic, but had not been playing Magic for very long. But I tell you what, I had learned what Ravnica was at this point, and I was excited to see what it was, and I was excited to go back.
Yeah, I remember you telling me at the reveal panel at PAX.
Oh yes,
that people high-fived when this was announced.
because of the lands coming back. People were so pumped for those for the duels, the watery graves, and all of that. All right, our first card is called Mizium's Skin. It's a 1-mana instant. Target creature you control gets +0/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. And it has an overload cost for 1 and a blue. You may cast the spell for its overload cost, and if you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. So for 1 and a blue, each creature you control gets hexproof until end of turn and +0/+1. That seems pretty good.
It's pretty good anti-hate deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A primitive form of dive down.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, actually. Speaking of cards that you sort of interact, and another Izzet card, this one's called Dynacharge. 1 and a red. Target creature you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn with an overload of 2 and a red.
I killed so many people with this card in draft.
Yeah, it's a trumpet blast that doesn't get you
Yes.
on blocks.
Yeah.
Right.
It rules. Yeah. You could I will never forget one of the like simultaneously best and worst draft decks I've ever drafted was triple RTR mono red where I had 4 Dynacharges. And I was on 11 lands or 12 lands or something. A ridiculously low amount of lands.
Flavor text. Nothing evens the odds like a little lightning. Yeah. A good one sentence. Next card. It's an instant for Selesnya, Sundering Growth. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, then populate, which is put a token onto the battlefield. It's a copy of a creature token you control. One day, every pillar will be a tree and every hall a glade. Trust Downey.
I like populate.
Yeah, good mechanic.
It's really good. It's like it's kind of messed up, but also if you build around it, it's one of these things where it's like, oh, that's cool. I get to blow up your thing and I get like 1 mana worth of token, right? I get like a soldier. You're like, oh, I kill your thing, and then I'll get a 5/5 dragon.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
like an
it's
Armada
either,
worm.
Yeah, you're either getting a bonus worth, I don't know, half a card, right? Or a full card.
Yeah.
Like
it's-
like at least a 3-drop.
Yeah. So dope.
All right. Ooh, hey, this is a classic. It's Goblin Electromancer. It's a blue and a red. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. It's a 2/2. It's an Is It person, and they say, when asked how much power is required, Is It mages always answer more.
Love this guy. Just also a 2/2 for some reason.
I think
Feels great to swing in with Goblin Electromancer and realize you don't have to storm for quite as much.
Yeah, that's the best feeling.
yeah, a decent body with a really good effect. And people still play this card.
It's definitely a commander staple. Blue-red Storm does see some niche play in Modern right now.
Oh, really? Is
Yeah.
it still a gifts centric?
Yes, they
Nice.
still use gifts.
Man, value gifts is such a good package.
It's kind of being usurped by Ral Monsoon Mage, the M3 Modern Horizons 3 version, but it's not. I think it's fair to say that this card created an archetype of cards, right? People, maybe there's something that's a precursor to this, but people call them, oh, it's a Goblin Electromancer.
Yeah.
Or oh, it's an Electromancer, and that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next card. God, this is a very Cameron-centric pack. It's an Is It Guildgate. So, enter those with the vision to create and the daring to release their creations.
I love to enter those with a vision to create.
Oh. Such a...
Can we cut that?
No, we're keeping that in.
No, it's, the Is It have always been known as the sexiest guild.
I feel that this needs a comma.
Speaking of the unsexiest guild, what is the least sexy guild?
Zorius.
You're asking the wrong guy. I think the least sexy guild is Orzhov.
Correct.
Yep.
It's Keening Apparition. It's 2/2 for 1 and a white. Sacrifice Keening Apparition, destroy target enchantment. Some souls are too damaged to be of use to the Orzhov.
Functional reprint of Kami of Ancient Law from Champions of Kamigawa. Both being spirits.
Ogre. Oh wait, our next card is Ogre Jailbreaker. It's a 4/4 for 4, good square creature. But of course, because it's black, it's 3 and a black. It had to have a downside because this is the zone in which black creatures were not allowed to be as good because black in other areas was too good because it had all the removal. So it's got Defender, but it can attack as though it didn't have Defender as long as you control a gate.
God bless the moment when they decided, okay, tell you what, we're not going to make the black creatures as good or better than some of the other colors, but we're going to at least make them fun.
Yeah.
Or functional.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of the two.
We're not going to make them actively worse.
Yeah, this thing is just kind of a idiot. He just stands around and tries to trade, I guess.
Yeah, what are your odds of having a gate in a RTR draft deck?
Pretty high.
This guy seems like a reasonable amount of beef at common for 4.
I just recall this being very... I didn't want
I
to
don't
run
remember.
this.
I've drafted this set a lot. I don't remember playing this card that often.
Fair.
You were never excited.
Yeah.
He is a big dumb idiot. As backed up by the flavor text, it took 3 years for it to occur to him to use the chain as a weapon, but once it did, he made up for lost time.
That's pretty... I like that. That's pretty
that's
cute.
good.
Yeah.
Our next card is 5 and a blue for Asperia's Skywatch. It is an Azorius creature. It's only a 3/3 because it's from back in the day. However, when it enters the battlefield, detain target creature an opponent controls, which means until your next turn, that creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated, and it has flying.
Love Detain. I mean, I hate cops, but I love Detain. It's just so... It feels so thematic.
Yeah.
Just
No.
No, stop, wait. You got to go through due
drop it.
Yeah.
Look, there's forms for you to sign.
Yes, exactly. There's due process. You will technically be able to do something at some point in time, but then you run into the case where you're like, I'll detain that, and you go back to your turn like, okay, it's no longer detained. I'll play a different card and detain that.
Yeah.
You just throw it in gay baby jail for like the entirety of the game.
I just love the idea of like, you know, an ogre comes storming across the battlefield, smashes down the door of a chancery, and like the teller at the desk just puts their lunch sign on and walks away, and the ogre's like, oh, I guess this is the rest of my afternoon now. Great.
There's literally a card that depicts that in, or something very similar to that in Dissension. Master of Impediment, or Master of Impediment. I forget what its name is, but it's doing that to like a Rakdos demon, where it's just like, you know, there were signs everywhere that said you didn't need to do that. I'm going on break. Like it rules.
Yeah. Ravnica's a pretty silly place.
Yeah.
Rubbleback Rhino. It is a green card, 4 and a green for a 3/4 hexproof.
Damn.
It says the trouble started when a street urchin bet a goblin he could ride one until the clock on Shilbo's tower struck 13.
Shilbo's tower.
You know, I think this is the first time I'm learning about this location in Ravnica called Shilbo's Tower.
Shilbo's tower. I like this flavor text. It's just like a street urchin bet a goblin he could ride one until the clock on Shilbo's tower struck 13.
Yeah, I feel like it gives you a lot of background.
There's just so much going on.
And then, you know, then there's this rampaging rhino.
That just cannot be stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next card. Azorius Arrestor. 1 and a white for a 2/1. When it enters the battlefield, detain target creature an opponent controls. You have the right to remain silent, mostly because I tire of your excuses. With some very fun Wayne Reynolds art.
Yeah. No, yeah, just curving Azorius creatures with detain.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This until Liev Sky Knight into the 4-mana 2/2 that detains 2.
Right, yeah, Liev Sky Knight. I was trying to think. Yeah, 1 blue white for a 3/1
flyer detain. Oh,
you know what? If I saw this pop up in a draft pack today, I think I'd still be vibing on it. Good card.
It's a 2-drop.
It's a 2-drop. It does something. It slows your opponent down like it's a tempo hit.
Not bad on the draw. Pretty good on the play too.
Yeah. Just quadrant theory. I'm happy if I'm ahead, behind, whatever. Doesn't
parity,
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good card. It's not a good card. It's Civic Saber. It's a 1-mana equipment, which means it's good, right? And it only equips for 1, which means it's good, right? Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each of its colors.
Magic was obsessed with trying to relive Bone Splitter without actually giving us Bone Splitter.
Yeah, like Trusty Machete is, let's pump the brakes here.
Yeah. Trusty Machete, look, you get an extra toughness. You do have to pay 2 to equip. And it's like, oh, come on. And Trusty Machete was good, but, you know, it's not Bone Splitter. Yeah. And then they just did it until, like, Bone Splitter wasn't even Bone Splitter.
Yeah. Those without a guild signet often display a different form of protection as the flavor text.
Uncommon?
Yeah, that'd be so bummed.
I mean, this card's not that bad.
I mean, you're going to give something +2/+0.
Yeah.
And at the cost of a mere 2 mana.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good if you have a flyer to stick it on that can get through, but it's like, it doesn't make my creature survive.
Right. Yeah. You can put it in any deck, and it's better than Ogre Jailbreaker.
That's true.
Also, just like Commander players are probably screaming. They're like, I put this in my 5-color Kavu deck, and it gives all my Kavus +5/+0.
Okay, good.
You have no idea. Okay, good. Good. No, that is the perfect way to handle Commander players. Good.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Sure.
Yeah, like, I'm proud of you. I can't do that.
Cool.
Everyone's got a skill.
Some of us managed to talk to Commander players without ending every sentence with sport.
No, I still do that. Champ.
Yeah.
Slugger.
Next card, Golgari Key Rune. Tap. It's a 3-mana artifact. Tap to add black or green to your mana pool, and for a black and a green, it becomes a 2/2 black-green insect artifact creature with death touch until end of turn. Like a single ant, it only hints at the colony below. Cool flavor text.
I love the key runes.
Yeah.
They're fine. They're like they ramp you. They turn into a creature if you're really desperate.
They saw, I mean, yeah, exactly. I think it's always a good sign when 3-mana mana rocks see constructed play. And
That's
like
true.
multiple, like the Rakdos one, the Azorius one, and the Izzet key rune, I think all saw, maybe the Orzhov too, they all saw like constructed play.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
which is great. You're playing a 3-man. Like, just thinking about this is like that was a format where you could play Pack Rat and Sphinx's Revelation and stuff, and you're like,
Right.
yeah, but you're still willing to pay a 3-mana mana rock. Like, hell yeah.
All right, my opinion of the key runes has gone up.
They're cool in Commander too, honestly.
That's true.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Champ.
Ooh, Cameron, this is a card you personally like. I think this is the spiciest thing in this pack. This is a bad pack for draft signals, though, because it's Syncopate. X and a blue. Counter target spell unless its controller pays X. If that spell is countered that way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. Patience Mage. Killing you now would be too easy.
It's the Kingdom of Heaven meme where the like silence.
Oh, yeah.
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 Patience, Mage. A blue player is talking. This card's a reprint from Odyssey.
Wow.
Yeah. Great card.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Got to respect that it's in the format.
Yep.
Ooh. And we've got our rare. It's Righteous Authority. 3 white blue for an enchantment. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each card in its controller's hand. At the beginning of the draw step of enchanted creature's controller, that player draws an additional card.
So I had a draft deck with 2 copies of this card and 3 copies of that Rhino that we saw, and it played Ethereal Armors, and just like it was just get my Rhino out and just load it up with this bad boy. I split the finals, but it was one of those splits where you're like, do you want to split? Kind of want to go grab something to eat. And inside I'm like, please split, please say yes, please say yes. Or else I'm just going to lose to Rakdos Shred Freaks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think this gets rolling. It was very dangerous.
Yeah. Cool card.
Cool set.
Cool
Great art.
too.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
art.
Yeah. You know what? Looking back at this set, it's an oldie, but it's a goodie.
It's a good one. I think they did it justice. You know, it's tough to... Ravnica is like saved Magic, right? Like OG Ravnica like kind of saved competitive Magic, which for the longest time... And tabletop Magic too, honestly. And that's all there was. Pre-Commander, pre-EDH, basically. It's just like, yeah, it was cool to go to FNM, and it was cool to play with these guilds in your kitchen table.
Yep.
And I think RTR did it justice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think they probably did not take returning to Ravnica lightly.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is, that's kind of the strength of Magic, because the people who've always made Magic have always cared a lot.
Speaking of caring a lot, we're about to go to a set where they care a lot about gods, their gods. We have a pack of Amonkhet for Cameron.
Ooh. I love to tell this story, but I was drafting Amonkhet on Arena during COVID. And was it during COVID? I don't know. Anyway, I had ordered some kind of food for delivery, looked at the tracker, saw I had 5 minutes left, and was like, that's enough to get in another game. And it was. This pack is courtesy of Tony Whittick. It was given to us at Las Vegas Magic Fest 2019.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so this pack's been hanging around office for 6 years.
Yeah. Apparently the also with the addendum that their name is TN Tony 79 in chat. Good name.
Tony 79.
TNT Oni.
Please find TN Tony 79 in chat and let them know we finally opened his pack.
I kind of like the idea of an Oni with a bunch of dynamite.
Yeah.
That's a cool like yokai kind of.
Blasting ogre.
Yeah.
All right. So starting off, we have Sparring Mummy. 3 and a white for a zombie. It is a 3/3. When Sparring Mummy enters the battlefield, untap target creature. Yeah, with Exert, I guess this theoretically did stuff. I never sleeved it up though. Basically,
It was fine.
yeah.
It
3/3 for 4. It maybe is just underpowered.
the draft. Yeah, this Amonkhet I've always described it as not a good format, but a fun format.
Yes.
Because it's just blocking was miserable. This card got better in Hour of Devastation, I will say, because blocking became a little bit better, and untap your big Exert creature.
Yes. Right? Yeah. If you got to untap your what was the crocodile dragon?
Untapping a Glory
Bontu.
Bringer.
Or a Doom. Yeah.
There are multiple crocodile dragon. The Glory Bringer.
Glory
Glory
Bringer.
Bringer.
Yeah.
I mean, if you untap
Sure.
a Bontu as well,
Yeah.
you got an indestructible blocker right there.
Well, I was thinking Crocodile God.
Next up, we have Naga Oracle. 3 and a blue for a 2/4 Naga Cleric. When Naga Oracle enters the battlefield, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest of them back on top of your library in any order.
The Noracle.
We are so blessed with Organ Grinder from one of the whatever that
Organ Hoarder?
Organ Hoarder. That's the one. Yeah, the Innistrad
2/1?
one.
Is it Innistrad? It's a 2/1.
No, this one was a 4-mana 3/2 in blue, and it does this except one card goes to your hand and the other go to the graveyard, and it was like the best thing the best common of that set.
I mean, like, Surveil 3 is fine.
Yeah, there are a lot of great. Amonkhet has a ton of graveyard stuff going on.
That's true. This card's also fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tormenting Voice, 1 and a red. Sorcery. As an additional cost to cast Tormenting Voice. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. Feels terrible to rip as a top deck.
Yeah.
When you're Hellbent.
I don't think I've looked at this art, but boy, does she not like what she's hearing. Me when I listen to Kids Bop.
Yeah.
Why am I listening to Kids Bop?
I don't care that Taylor Swift's engaged.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, good for her.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. You think she's seen his MGMT tweets?
Yes.
Travis Kelce has he tweeted about electric feel like 12 times in like 2 years, and it's just him going like, "Ooh yeah, I love that electric feel."
I just love the way he spelled squirrel.
How do you spell squirrel?
Incorrectly.
SKWIRL.
It's something like that. Like you had to look at it and sound it out to realize he was talking about a squirrel.
God bless.
Just like he's a perfect himbo.
I have zero parasocial relationship with these people. I don't. It's just they're not a part of my life or anything. But from people that I know that have met Travis Kelce, and they've said that like he was a genuinely nice guy, and there's something about nice dumbasses. You know, they're great. It's just God bless them. Tormenting Voice.
Doom Dissenter, 1 and a black. When Doom Dissenter dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Love this guy. I mean, wish he was cheaper. Token doesn't have to do anything. Right?
Yeah. They moved to the 3-mana creature, like a 3-mana 2/2 or a 2/1 that when it dies you make something that has some kind of downside, or like the card itself has a downside, or the 1-mana 1/1. But the like 2-drop that upgrades itself was a cool limited thing. And this guy did get reprinted in one of the Innistrad sets.
Well,
oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, what was good about this is I feel like there's a fair amount of X1s in this set. So, maybe you trade for something and get something back.
Yeah.
Also, there was the green black. There were the green black cards that put -1/-1 counters on something you control when they ATB'd.
Yeah.
So this guy was great to load up with those.
You go like Doom Descender into like the Hippo, and then you now have a 2/2 and like a 5/4. Also, just it's the kind of annoying card that like forces your opponent to exert if they want to attack. There's a lot of nuance to this kind of card in a set that is infamous for just not blocking.
Yeah. Annoying little roadblock. Hey, Cartouche of Ambition. 2 and a black. Enchantment. Aura Cartouche. Enchant creature you control. That's what an aura is. Well, not always. Engage with comments. When Cartouche of Ambition enters the battlefield, you may put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink.
Oh, yeah, this card.
This
was
card is so good.
Just
good at winning races.
Rip shit. It's so good. Like, oh. Do you just want to stand toe-to-toe with your opponent and trade haymakers? Nobody's blocking. Everything is swinging.
I remember before the Pro Tour and before like people really jumped on the Slitherblade deck of like you just draft every Slitherblade or whatever, the 1/2 unblockable. I had a deck where I had like 5 Slitherblades and like 2 or 3 of these cartouches, and it was just like load up my thing, make your thing weaker, hit you for 2, gain 2, and they're just never winning that race.
What was the thing where you could get an enchantment out of your graveyard? Remember, there's something that you could get a cartouche back, and that was always like the best thing. Then finally remove your creature, and then you. Okay,
I just
am I
remember
hallucinating this?
returning these with was it Ordeals that would return?
Oh, maybe it was the ordeal. Yeah, you put it on a better creature. Get the -1/-1 again.
Trials
would.
Ordeals are from Theros.
You would a cartouche would return a trial.
Right.
So you could re-put a trial, but it would do basically that of just like play this thing, get value, play a cartouche, get value, return the trial to get more value. So your deck that is just like hyper aggressive just also doesn't run out of cards. It's just so funny.
Shimmerscale Drake, 4 and a blue for a flying 3/4 Drake with cycling 2.
This is a functional reprint from Urza's block.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got.
It's a card.
Yep.
Cradle of the Accursed. It is our first desert. Tap to add colorless to your mana pool. 3, tap, sacrifice Cradle of the Accursed. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery.
Not to plug another podcast, but for Sheeman Wheeler Love Magic, we just recorded Amonkhet, and it was so shocking how popular this land is.
Really?
Lands get a bit of an extra bonus because they're so easy to include in basically any deck. But this is a card you look at and you're like, sure, it's a draft card or reinforces an archetype. But then you're like, oh, every desert deck, a lot of zombies decks, token generating decks, decks that care about having colorless mana, like for Eldrazi's or for like the Artifacts Matter decks, and decks that care about putting lands into the graveyard, like Titanias and whatnot. It's a weird card that you look at and you're like, oh, that's cute, and then it's in like 500,000 decks or something.
Right.
It's surprisingly useful on many vectors.
Yes, exactly.
It does. It provides a bonus for doing what your deck wants to do.
And just so easy to include.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Respectable. Next up, we have Oshra Cultivator.
Osha.
Yeah.
Amonkhet needs Osha, actually.
So badly.
Does seem, all those pyramids.
There are so many work site related injuries and I guess deaths if you fail the trial.
For a single green, you get an 0/3 Human Druid, tap, 2 and a green, sacrifice Oshra Cultivator. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. This was also a card that could quite easily get loaded up with the -1/-1 counters from your better creatures. And then once it's down to being an 0/1, you just get a land.
I like calling these cards hat racks.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a card from Guild Pack called Vigian Hydropon. It's a 3-mana 5/5 3-mana 0/0 graft 5. Can't attack or block. And so it just holds counters.
Right.
And we called it Hat Rack. And so anytime there's a card that's like, what do you do with this? You load it up with counters and then you send it to the glue factory to find a land. It's like, yeah, it's a hat rack.
Sure. Yeah. No, it's great. Electrify. 3 and a red for an instant. Electrify deals 4 damage to target creature. I remember not being excited to play this, but sometimes you did.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's a little expensive, but pretty sure this kills a Glorybringer.
Yep.
Then we have Open into Wonder. X blue for a sorcery. X target creatures can't be blocked this turn. Until end of turn, those creatures gain whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player. Draw a card.
This card is busted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was this card?
Open into Wonder.
This is a card that, do you two remember, I think its name is Hina, the Jeskai Kirin from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty? It's like a Kirin, it's a 4-mana commander in Jeskai that says, spells you cast cost 1 generic less to cast for every target.
Oh.
So this card in that deck, you just pay 2 blue, your entire team is unblockable. Whenever they deal damage, you draw a card for each creature.
It's pretty impressive.
Well, that's
Sport.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's messed up. But like even without that, this card is just like totally fine.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, 6 mana, draw 4 cards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Swing in for a bunch of damage.
Or 4 mana, draw 2 cards, swing in for a bunch of damage.
Push a
That's
bunch
a
of damage.
divination, right?
Yep.
Basically.
Yeah. Oh, you thought you could block?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice Naga Oracle. Meanwhile.
Manglehorn. 2 and a green for a 2/2 beast. When Manglehorn enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact. Artifacts your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped.
I hate this card.
Yeah.
But even I gotta admit that it's probably out there doing God's work with all the treasures running around.
Yeah,
Oh.
I remember this being extremely dangerous in Hour of Devastation when you had all the monuments with brick counters.
Yeah.
You finally like got something built up to where it was functioning, and then Manglehorn came down and just stepped on it.
I do like the art because it's just like guys trying to slay this beast, and just it's like a cat smacking something out of your hand.
Grasping Dunes, another desert. Tap to add colorless to your mana pool. 1 tap, sacrifice Grasping Dunes, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery.
This is a desert.
Yeah, this is
now,
good.
now we're
desert
trucking.
Yeah.
This is just a little ping on a stick that you could possibly repeat or do weird things with.
This is also like
Abusable.
classic Darken artwork in that a lot of people look to some of his older work, but like this is one where you just how many zombies are underneath that sand? You know, just what lies beneath the sands. Because we see this, and this is scary.
Yeah.
But imagine like how deep does that go, right?
Yeah.
Like literally the iceberg. Like how deep does that iceberg go down into what is effectively a sea or an ocean, right?
Yeah, just place
Bones all
built
the
on
way
death.
down.
Deserts, underrated ocean analog.
Ooh.
Like I like space, but deserts
Yeah,
are
just
like
a very slow ocean. Yeah, I could see that. There's a great Warhammer 40K novel where characters wind up on a planet that has had exterminatus done to it, and which is their planet-killing weapon or suite of weapons, and they're trying to find something on this planet that is being slowly turned into extremely fine gray dust, and it's like being in an ocean storm, but it's, instead of liquid, it is extremely fine dust.
Oh,
I thought it was cool as hell.
hell yeah.
Soulscar Mage are rare. Single red gives you a 1/2 human wizard with prowess. Love this. Love this. This was the foundation of a very strong card. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a creature an opponent controls, put that many -1/-1 counters on that creature instead. Just
Rude.
extremely hateful
3
card.
things. One of the all-timers. This card is just so cool. It's like such a perfect, like, it's really good, but it's not too good, and your brain just cooks about, like, how... It just recontextualizes how you use shock, which is something that red players have never had to think about, and now they get to go through that, and that's so, like, damn, that's dope. 2... absolute rules nightmare. Yeah. In a lot of instances, like it's just teaches people how replacement effects work. And it's a nightmare. And 3, I'm gonna need that copy. I apparently bought out YJ of all their Russian Amonkhet, and I have 0 English Amonkhet cards, basically. And I'm trying to change that so that people can read their cards. So I'd like to call dibs on this podcast.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
And we have a foil.
Oh.
We have a foil.
Perfect way to end the show.
Nest of Scarabs.
Oh.
2 and a black for an enchantment. Whenever you put 1 or more -1/-1 counters on a creature, create that many 1/1 black insect creature tokens.
Woo!
This card is not okay.
Yeah.
This card is messed.
We didn't see a single one of the black or Golgari creatures that put -1/-1 counters on themselves or a creature you control. But yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. It was like just this value engine that could beat the white aggro decks.
The cards were so cool. Like you when you think of color combinations, you think of very specific creature types or whatever that would show up into it. But then like you're like, what are the creatures that you're playing in black green for this archetype? It's like, well, crocodiles, hippos, demon dog things, like zombies,
Right, yeah.
scorpion men.
It's like Elden Ring.
This is exactly. I'd love to go back to Amonkhet in a way that isn't just wacky racers going through their religious monuments. Because it's just so, I don't know. We need more hippos in Magic.
Yeah, we opened instead of we opened a Ravnican Starbucks under your pyramid.
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, but they would, though.
Yeah.
They would.
It's like how you can walk from the pyramid to a KFC.
Right.
Because the pyramids of Giza are like well inside the borders of Cairo at this point.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
that was a fun little Crack-A-Pack, y'all.
It was a nice trip down memory lane.
Absolutely. Thank you so much to all the fine folks that gifted these packs, and we hope that we pronounced your names properly. Thank you to Kathleen,
Thank you.
Cameron, and James on tech,
Meet.
Mimi Wheeler, for doing all of this. And thank you, fine folks, for your support over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. It's because of all of you, there's all of this. And this isn't directly related to the Patreon, but if you see us at, say, an upcoming Magic Con, and you have packs you want to give for Crack-A-Pack, give them to James. Give them to James. Sometimes you give them to me, and I find them like 3 months later. And the guilt just it seeps in. I mean, you can give them to us too, but yeah, make sure your name's written on it. Make sure that it's legible. And also support us over at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun and youtube.com/loadingreadyrun for YouTube memberships. But also Card Kingdom helps put this show together, sponsors us. cardkingdom.com/LRR. Use that link to pick up your cards. And you can say in the comment section or the notes box, wherever, button please while supplies last. You'll get a small button. It says something cute, cool, or funny. Maybe eventually it'll say, haha, Vodja. I think it's good. It's got legs. I mean, what more can you ask from a button, right? Yeah. We're not looking to put anything too profound. Although serving commander will, rent free in my head, etc. Also, Dragon Shield, dragonshield.com using the code, LRRMTG5. Pick up your Dragon Shields, use that code, get 5% off your order, and also lets them know that we sent you there. Dragon Shields, they're the best in the world. I use them, and think about how cool and good I am. Especially when it's Magic related.
It really should be serving CEDH.
Yes.
But with the E starred out.
Thanks again, everybody, for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.